Hey guys, and welcome to Flesh and Blood. I am Ming.
I'm Elliot.
And I make.
We're from a group called 12 Juice. We make card content online, and today, this is the hero spotlight of the main man of Dynasty, the Emperor. In the lore of Flesh and Blood, today we are going to be talking about the Emperor, the Dracai of Aesir. Did I even get that right?
I think so.
that's correct.
I think that's right.
Do you know his story?
Yeah, this man united the nations.
And he united the mountains and the fields.
But his idea is very, might I say, draconian. He's the kind of guy who's like, for the greater good, for the nation,
But
a few will suffer.
So like his story goes, you know, he did not want to be like his predecessor, his father. But the more he did not want to be his father, he became his father.
Story of our lives.
That is insane. He draws his power from underneath the mountain of Volko. All we know that he is the most powerful wizard alive.
Even stronger than Kano?
The most.
Probably. Kano
the
is just
most.
like an advisor level kind of guy.
Yeah, so this dude is the main kahuna. He's the dual class hero.
The first!
It's mad. It's
That's
just
crazy.
mad.
Our first royal hero as
he's
well.
a-
He's got a long line of decks there.
Royal, Draconic,
Warrior Wizard,
That's four.
young hero. A lot of people are gunning for his head actually
Yeah.
in this set for Dynasty.
Yeah.
But the thing that he put on his head, that's what gives him the power.
That's what gives him the
part
power.
of his power.
That's right.
So yeah, this dude has united the whole
Of Volko.
the Volkor, and the Dracai. He has brought them all together.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, the people were not happy, and there was an uprising, and that's where his story literally starts and ends.
Justin, he's dead.
He's dead.
He's dead!
He's also
We just
dead.
started talking about him.
But he's also alive.
He's also alive in Blitz.
in Blitz!
And that's what we're going to be talking about today. The Emperor Dracai of Aesir is Flesh and Blood's first dual class hero.
only available in Blitz.
Only
He is a warrior wizard, so like most wizards, he starts with less health.
Definitely. There's a power level that we need to just balance out, right?
It's a constitution text, you know, because they are wizards.
With a being as powerful as this, it's quite interesting to see that text right on top. You may only have red cards in your deck.
Yeah, the deck building restriction on this is actually pretty interesting because resource becomes a really big problem.
Yeah.
Most decks in Flesh and Blood have some variety of like red and blues,
Yeah.
but this guy can only have red.
And just so you guys know, in Flesh and Blood, red cards are the highest effect cards.
Yes.
They are aggressive. So this guy means business. If he's in the door is probably gone.
Well, if you like business, then you'll love the second ability here, right?
Oh, yeah.
Tell us about it, bro.
Action, 3 pitch, search your deck for command and conquer.
Specific cards.
It's
But
the
it's
first. We're calling it by name. We have command and conquer. This is going to be a staple of the deck.
It's
Attack
mad.
with it and then shuffle your deck.
Oh.
Now, I'm going to point out something really interesting for you guys.
Right.
This does not say once per turn action.
Can do two. If
We
somehow.
So I'm going to show you some lines later
Oh, no.
where we're going to have 2 CNCs in a turn.
How?
That I don't even have to
In a red pitch deck, in a full red pitch deck, how are we going to get there?
Just to give people some context,
Yes.
if you don't know what Command and Conquer is, it's one of the most feared cards in the game because it doesn't just damage you.
sorry.
If one of that 6 damage hits your hero,
your arsenal blows up.
this baby right here,
Gone.
Beason.
One
Yep.
of the most rare cards, sort of the cards from Arcane Rising. It's been a delicious card.
It's a staple.
And,
oh, yeah.
and Command and Conquer was the first look into who that guy be.
The ability here costs 3 pitch,
Yeah.
and Command and Conquer by itself already costs 2. So you're just paying 1 more to search
To
it from
find
your deck.
it from anywhere.
Just straight up tutor. And that's the power that the deck is already like putting out front.
Yeah.
Efficiency.
But it's that royal factor, right?
Oh, of course.
I have the resource, I'm summoning it out.
Exactly.
And I think something to also take note of is that in the Castle Constructed, 6 damage may not be as threatening. But
Oh!
in Blitz, every point of damage counts.
Yeah.
Literal halfway to hell.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's literally
and
there.
you can't use DUX.
You can't use
defense
DUX,
checks here.
yeah.
Yeah, that's mad.
This is a disgusting card at a very strong authority.
Exactly.
My god.
So, we've talked through his ability, some of the core mechanics of him. I'm going to show you guys some lines, but first, maybe let's go through his equipment, right?
Yes.
What's core to him?
With the Emperor being 4 in 1, he's
Whew.
royal, he's draconic, he's a warrior and wizard. We've never seen one hero have access to so much cards ever in the game. Not just cards, right? But also the suite of equipment that he can have.
yes,
So right
yes.
here on the table, we've got the Emperor himself. We've got one of the many weapons that he's able to equip. This one in particular, the Surgeon Aether type. We'll talk about that more in a bit later. But the quick setup that we have for today's demonstration, depending on however you guys want to brew your Blitz deck, go for it. We've got the brand new legendary Crown of Dominion. When you equip this, you are immediately royal. Not to say that he needs it because he's already royal, but the reason why we want to run this is actually because you start the game not just as a royal, but with a gold token.
Money, money, money.
This is so important to some of the lines that we're about to try out later. But not just that, from Uprising, we've got the Flame Skill Furnace, one of my personal favorite equipments.
He needs it because he starts at 15 health, so the extra 2 block actually makes a big difference.
This is one of the main solutions to coming back with that resource. Resource problem, right? So Braces of Belief works great here since the revealed card is always going to be a red pitch. There's also, of course, Mage Master Boots giving you that go again, giving you the action point to do more.
This is the Wizard Enabler.
This is the Wizard Enabler.
This is the Wizard Enabler. So we don't have the full card pool from Dynasty, but we've come up with like a few ideas of how this is going to work out.
We're gonna start off with a very simple play. I say simple, but even then, it's pretty crazy.
I don't understand what's going on already.
I've got 3 cards and we're gonna see how much damage we can actually put out with the Emperor. So first of all, I'm playing a very familiar card to many players, Belittle, right? Then we crack Braces of Belief, revealing a red pitch card, giving it +2 attack to Flame Call Awakening. I pull out a Minnowism from the deck and now Belittle comes in for 3. Then I play Flame Call Awakening, pitching the Minnowism. Because I played a red card before that, Flame Call Awakening allows me to bring out Phoenix Flame from my deck. And now this is where things get a little bit spicy.
Oh boy.
I pitch for Flame Skill Furnace. I have 3 resource now.
Surprise.
For the 3 red cards in my pit zone. Guess what I'm gonna do next, guys?
I don't know. Maybe Arsenal pass.
No.
Here's where we activate the Emperor, and there you go, your juicy
Command and Conquer right there. And by this point, I'm guessing they already tried to block something before this.
For Blitz, you want to maybe try to preserve some life. This line is doing, count it with me, 14 damage.
14 damage off a 3-card hand.
Off a 3-card hand.
Yeah.
Just knowing when to crack some stuff out, what to be looking for. But I think what's incredible here, if you look at it again, the value from Flame Skill Furnace.
It's like a refresher.
It's a refresher.
For more pitch with the same pitch that you played. And mind you, this is a 3-card hand. It's not even a 4-card with an Arsenal.
This deck leverages really, really well with cards that help you search for more resources, essentially. So Belittle and Flame Call are actually a very strong core of the set. Let's see what happens when we have a little bit more juice in the backpack. Okay, so we're gonna actually do some tricky mind games with this character.
Yes, sir.
Right? Especially because we're a physical damage dealing class as well as an arcane damage dealing class. So the split is actually quite strong.
All I'm hearing is Runeblade.
Well, the mind games here can be quite crazy.
Right.
Say, for example, we had Arsenal Swell Tidings on the previous turn. A new Majestic, actually, for the Wizard class. This is nice. It's a 2-coster that says deal 5 arcane damage to target hero and has the keyword Surge.
A brand new one.
That's
It's a
new
brand
too.
new one, yes. What does Surge mean? It just means if this deals more than the base damage of the card, in this case 5, create a Ponder token. So we're actually threatening.
What's a Ponder token?
Well, I'm glad you asked. A Ponder token is one of Dynasty's new tokens. It is a generic token aura. And all it says is at the beginning of your end phase, destroy Ponder and draw a card. And that is disgusting too.
Let's say we have a 4-card hand, just one of our random 4-card hands, and we have an opener. I think it's a great card to have in this deck. Ravenous
Our
Rebel.
good friend,
Release
Rathe.
Golem.
Rabel.
Rebel.
Golem.
When you play Ravenous Rebel in decks like Briar, you're always so afraid to flip a blue. I can promise you on this deck, it's going to be a 0 for 4.
100% hit rate.
0 for 4
Man,
go
it's just
again.
Yes.
bad.
That's my guarantee to you.
So what we have now here is a few options, right? I'm gonna pitch 2 cards from my hand to activate the Surgeon Aether Tide. Now, this is one of the new weapons in Dynasty from the Emperor's Throne Room, and it says, once per turn action, deal 1 arcane damage to an opposing hero, and then it has go again. Now, if it hits, the first card you play each turn that deals arcane damage is going to deal that +1. So your opponent has an option here. Do they want to pitch a card to prevent
block it?
or do they take it?
Just eat it.
If they choose to eat the 1 arcane damage,
Not too bad
now
for
we can activate the Furnace by pitching our last red to play Swell Tidings for 6 and to threaten the Ponder token. But how do they actually block with arcane?
If they decide to throw out a card and block,
Yeah, now you punish them for doing that. You pitch it once again to the Furnace and you activate the Emperor to find ourselves a beautiful CNC. And this together comes in for a total of 11 damage. On the other hand, if they did take the 1 arcane, you would have come in for 4 physical and then 6 arcane.
And have an arsenal for the
And
next turn.
have a possible arsenal for the next turn. Yeah.
That's actually cool because it's either you have an arsenal or you threaten their arsenal.
Or you
Yeah.
threaten the arsenal, right?
Oh, that
Disgusting.
that exchange
Very
of
strategic.
that exchange of hurt is why I play this game. So hurtful.
So hurtful. So I'm gonna show you guys the 20 damage turn.
Okay,
Shut
just so people who don't know.
The F up.
in Blitz, 20 damage is you.
That's all you have.
This is an interesting one. What you do need is to set up the Tome of Aetherwind in Arsenal, and you actually do need 2 key cards in your hand.
Okay.
You need the Charge Red and a Belittle Red as well.
Of course, it's definitely a little bit more difficult to have all your ducks in a row, but when it happens, watch what happens.
What we're gonna start off with is actually to activate from the Crown of Dominion our gold piece.
Oh.
So we're just gonna pitch 2 random things. In this case,
Obviously not lead the charge and belittle because
oh yeah, we
you
need
want
those.
those.
We
yeah.
need those 2 cards. So we're gonna pitch, say, a Phoenix Flame and an Overload to crack the goal, and we'll draw a card. So say we drew the Lava Burst.
Yep.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna play Lead the Charge.
Okay.
Alright.
First.
Giving you an action point.
Giving you an action point, okay? Then we're gonna activate the Mage Master Boots over here to give ourselves our next action, Go Again. This is important because that's where the Tome of Aetherwind comes in.
Now having a go again from Mage Master.
Having Go Again, and it sees Lead the Charge. So we're gonna get an action point back. So 2 action points in total once this resolves. So we play the Tome of Aetherwind and we'll draw 2 cards. Let's say, for example, we draw Flamecall Awakening and Swell Tidings.
Okay.
So our hand is looking a bit like this at the moment. Time to pop off with our 2 action points. We're gonna pitch a random red. In this case, we don't need Swell Tidings this turn. Then cracking our Braces of Belief. And we're gonna attack with our Belittle, revealing the Flamecall Awakening.
Yep.
Searching for a Minnowism red. 2 cards in hand. Once
Okay,
again.
that's gas. That's gas.
Gas. Still with 2 action points from the Go Again. We're gonna pitch the Minnowism to play Flamecall Awakening. We already seen red cards.
So many.
I just want to say, the minute there is a Flame Scale Furnace and your pitch stack gets this big,
Look at how fat that is.
and you haven't activated your Flame Scale Furnace,
You in trouble.
oh
You are in
God.
You about to look at Daddy Emperor in the eyes.
With the Phoenix Flame in hand, we're gonna pitch this to the Flame Scale Furnace and making for ourselves 6 beautiful resources.
Megan, can you just double check and count how many red cards there are?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I confirm it's 6.
So we have 6 resources now. The Emperor's ability isn't a once per turn action.
It's not. It does not say that.
So we're gonna activate it 1 time first, using 3 resources, play our first Command and Conquer.
And after that is resolved, you have another action point.
And we'll use it again for the second Command and Conquer in a bit. So with this, we're looking at a total of
Double decimation of your arsenal, by the way.
it's
Gone! Where are you gonna block?
You not just destroy the Arsenal card, you destroy the Arsenal slot.
You destroy the arsenal slot.
I think that's the new
You
ruling.
destroy hope at this point.
you probably just kill the guy.
Also
Yeah.
that.
This is a 20 damage turn presented. There is a bit of setup,
Definitely.
but it is devastating. Once you get 6 resources or 6 red cards in the pitch zone,
It's double CNC.
it's double TNC time.
You're dead.
It's a full physical damage line, so
Yeah, it really is.
can still be blocked, but the tempo is so much in your favor.
In what world can it be blocked?
No,
You can
no.
block some of it. You
There's
can't block
no
everything.
world.
Just looking at this line, definitely you can see now the use of having that Crown of Dominion. I know initially it might be a little bit awkward because he's already a royal, but you can see how clutch that goal comes in at the start of the turn, right?
Yes, the goal is there for you to pitch in order to gain some resources, start stacking that pitch
Yeah.
pitch zone with red cards.
Yeah, so Tome of Aetherwind, again, because there are 2 options available to you, you can choose a +1 arcane, but because, like Elliot said, we're not going for the arcane build here, what we did was to draw 2 extra cards,
So actually
right?
find 2 more red resources.
Exactly, and then pulling back red cards as resource. This is so hard to see happen on a deck like Dromai of 5.
Go and be honest, before Flame Scale Furnace was out, right? This whole goal for 2 just didn't make sense. Now it does.
Yeah, I mean, gold in this case actually gives you a bit of a refund. You're pitching 2 resources, 2 red cards here, but you're also getting 1 back. So there is some sort of like recycling factor going on.
Yeah.
And helping you filter to find cards like the Flamecall Awakenings, maybe even more smaller attacks if necessary, right? Anything at this point in time is worthwhile to pull.
So those are some of the lines available to the Emperor, but again, like we said earlier on in the video, with such a variety in card pool, what are some cards that you guys personally like that could probably work in the Emperor Blitz deck?
So the Emperor Blitz deck is pretty interesting to me because I was thinking of like going for a bit of a mixed damage strategy
Yeah.
going on. Let's look at some of the cards that I think are really helpful. In some of my cases, I like Aether Spindle.
Yeah.
Right, this deck, if you want to set up at 20 damage turn, you want to find cards as much as
You
possible.
want to know what you're having coming off the top, right?
Exactly. Aether Spindle being one of those great cards. Reverberate, I think those are worth putting in the deck.
Yeah.
You're also a wizard, Harry, so we want to play Scar for Scar. You got less health? Why not, right? Why not? Another 0 for 4, go again most of the time. The Enlightened Strikes are great
One of
because...
Minghan's favorite cards.
Oh, I love Enlightened Strike. Papa Strike over here will allow you to either draw a card to find more things that
Yeah.
you need, or in any case, 0 for 7 is always
It's always a
nice
good
one.
time.
We are a bit susceptible at times because we're at lower health, so running the red Sink Belows and the red Fate Foreseens
Very important.
can be quite powerful, as well as Sigil of Solace, right? Things that help you thin out the deck a little bit faster, things that help you also fight other arcane damage dealers.
Yes.
We don't have blue pitch to arcane barrier most of the time. So a red Sigil of Solace can be pitched or it can be used to kind of pseudo arcane barrier 3,
Yeah.
right? A lot of weird ways.
So, but again, with this sort of card pool, you can see is some generic, some wizard stuff. There's a whole world of warrior cards that we've not even put in.
Yeah, we've not even tried weapons that are not the wizard weapon in itself,
Yeah,
right?
So this could be swapped out for a host of other equipment. So you could have the Crucible of Aethervein, you could have the Kraken, Waning Moon, and then
We have
there's
the new
also
daggers.
The new one that generates
The
the,
new-
ages,
Yeah.
angel.
Yeah, the
angel?
spell. Yeah, you can make the spell blade. There's so many things that the Emperor allows you to do when
Yeah.
you're bringing it in a blitz deck, where you
Yeah.
have lots of sideboard space for equipment.
Definitely.
Well, you know what they say? Royalty has all the privilege it has.
No,
Oh,
that's true.
that's
That's true. That's true.
crazy.
So yeah, that's like just a general overview, or at least like first impressions of how the
Yeah.
Emperor is gonna be like, a bit of his backstory. I'm excited to experiment once
Yeah,
the entire
definitely.
card pool is out, as well as to see in future sets. You know, what does the Warrior and Wizard packages
Yeah.
like to complement? He's gonna be one of those few heroes that has this overlap for some time.
Yes.
I'm just excited to chase the card. Because
Yeah.
I'm not the most competitive player, but I know that it's been announced that the Marvel Emperor, one in 10,000, I will be that one.
So I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of a run through
Yeah.
of Emperor Dracai of Aesir.
How kick-ass do you have to be your name is Emperor?
I wish my name was Emperor, honestly.
His name is probably Bob, but because he's the emperor, he only goes by the emperor.
Hey Bob, it's like
No, not anymore.
Emperor. Yeah, that's the rumor in the market. Right? It's like you hear actually his name is Bob.
If you guys love what you just saw, please go and check out Dynasty. The new set is out. This has been just an amazing new set of cards. The Emperor is just one of them. This set is beautiful.
Beautiful.
And if you like it, please stay tuned for Flesh and Blood content. We enjoyed making this video for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it too.
Bye.